All right, Cassie. So, you know what I just did? I just gave you a full critique, recorded critique, and I looked down and my camera wasn't on. So I wasn't recording. So hopefully I can recreate this technique. I mean this critique that I just left. So we'll try it. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you've got I do my poster promote instant pot. I have the balance down, but I need to add color, refine it, adjust the text. All right. So hard lines look fantastic. Really, really nice job. The pen work is phenomenal. I see no hiccups at all. Your shape with the polygon tool and the shapes that you're using, really good stuff. This is ready. You're set for success. Even this kind of squiggly organic steam line is actually it's very uniform. No hiccups in there at all. So that's pointing to outstanding control of your pen tool in conjunction with the polygon tool or the shapes tool that you're adding to complete the contour line of the Instant Pot. These little illustrations down here, to a high degree, I think these are going to define the success of the piece. And I just think that they're adding just a little bit more compelling, interesting features to a pretty much a kind of a basic, straightforward illustration of the stock pot, right? I'm sorry, the crock pot. So my recommendation is to really push these. So for example, the thumbs up. Now, what I've done, and if you've looked at some of the other video critiques, I always encourage students to go out and do video, do your visual research. And so, for example, here, all I did is I go out to Google, I did an image search for a thumbs up illustration. You can see I've got that right here. See, thumbs up illustration. And we get all sorts of these really cool illustrations. And like I said, this is not meant for you to copy. This is meant to give you inspiration. So that's cool, right? So things like that, I mean, just get some ideas on how you can really take this and really push it to a really compelling little illustration. And also note that we've got these shading techniques right here. See how these are shaded right here, highlights over here, shading, highlights. And I think that it will really bring out the depth and dimension in the little illustrations as well as the adding shadows and highlights to the solid color application in the stockpot contour drawing itself. Okay, so and then when you do create a style for this, something really super engaging, visually interesting, make sure you kind of follow that style for the fast and the smart as well. I think that's a kind of a cool little light bulb right there. That's pretty neat. And then I think this is more like a temperature gauge than fast. So I think fast would probably be best to be depicted just using a clock, right? Or some sort of a timer. Right now, this appears to be some sort of a temperature gauge. So there's a little bit of a disconnect between this illustration and the word fast. You don't have to include periods since this is just a word. It's not a thought or a complete thought or a sentence. So we don't have to include those periods right there. Also, I think you're a little close to the bottom of the page right here. Give it a little bit breathing room towards the bottom by increasing that bottom margin. Other than that, I think we're off to a fantastic start. Again, a really fantastic job with your contour lines. So now I'm having trouble remembering what I said in the last video. If this is repeating myself, please forgive me. But moving into week 3, I'm going to put this. It's Saturday right now, and I'm going to post the Welcome to Week 3 video Saturday. So it'll be up there today, so you can take a look. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because in the week 3 welcome announcement, there's going to be a lot of resources on how to shade shaded areas and highlight areas to your illustration. So be sure to take a look at that. That'll really add a lot of depth, dimension, and volume into your illustrations. All right, so great start. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. I'll be glad to provide clarification in any area that is needed. All right, great start, Cassie. Thank you so much.